Okay, welcome everybody to our first Keto 90 Kickstart call. And we are so excited to be here with you and start this program. We've been working on it for so long. I was talking with Cheryl at the beginning of December when we came up with this, and it's finally January. So we're here to kind of lay out the what's going to be happening over the next few days, the first few weeks here. And I'm going to turn the call over to Cheryl Morley to go over things with you.
All right, you guys. Hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is really exciting. First, I just want to say congratulations on your decision to kickstart your weight loss in 2020. So one of the first things that I want to do is you need to know how much weight you want to lose, and you want to know what the result is that you want at the end of this program that we're doing right now, which will be for 90 days, right? We're going to go 90 days. I like to do 90 days at a time. So I really think that it's important to have the result that you want and know what you want to do by the end, by the time we're done. Okay. So, we're super excited to help you reach your desired weight. You guys will be getting a few things in the mail. You will be getting the hot chocolate samples. You'll also be getting the tea, and you will be getting some root beer belly to help you start off the first 90 hours, which is what we'll be starting on Sunday night. And there's Justice. You want to say hi? Okay, Paul, take over.
Okay, awesome. So, so there's to kind of break down how this is all going to work here. And I just kind of muted everybody's line out here. So if you come on and your line's not muted, we're just trying to keep things to a minimum here. But we want to keep this open, these keto calls open so that it can be interactive with people. Today is not sort of like that. It's going to be more of us just explaining what's going on here. But we want to go over what these, so it's we call it Keto 90, but there's actually 3 meanings to that. So first of all, as you all know, it's the 90 essential nutrients. So everyone needs to be taking the 90, as we all know. So that's part of it. And then the second meaning to the 90 is 90 hours. Okay. So what is the 90-hour breakdown? Well, the 90 hours actually starts Sunday night at 7 p.m. So you have from now until then to, I don't want to say eat what you want, but if there's anything that you're like, man, I want to have some of this or some of that, and you haven't had it yet over the holidays, you probably have, but we're really officially starting Sunday at 7 p.m. So you kind of, what's going to happen at Sunday at 7 p.m. is you can't eat anything else. It's like done. You can have tea, okay? And the best tea that we recommend is the True to Life Detox Tea. So not only is this going to help you lose weight rapidly, but it's also going to help you detox, and I know there's some people, including Cheryl, that have already gone through this and done it. And I've done it myself too. And not only have lost double-digit weight in 3 days, but feel incredible because of that detox effect. So the tea just helps with that. So you can have some tea on Sunday night. But, I don't know, sure everyone goes to bed at a different time. My goal is 10 p.m. for myself. So it's best to not eat. Research shows that you lose the most weight if you can stop eating 3 hours before you go to bed. Now, I don't know if anyone goes to bed before 10, but it's not like that's the main statistic that drives weight loss. There's a lot of research on that magical 7 p.m. number too, because after 7 p.m., your insulin levels are the highest of the day. So from 7 p.m. on till the time you do go to bed, that's when insulin's the highest. Insulin is a storage hormone. So the more insulin you have in your body, the more things in the food.
Sure, I'm doing really good. So I should call you on 12, okay?
It's really important that you don't eat after 7, because anything you do eat after 7 with the high insulin levels there can be taken and put into your fat cells. So that's why you hear it a lot probably over the past few years about not eating after 7 p.m. That's why. It's because of the there's a change in growth hormone and insulin. When insulin's high, growth hormone goes low. And when growth hormone goes high in your body, insulin levels drop. So we want to keep low insulin, high HGH. Saying that, one of the best add-on products that Cheryl and I recommend on this program is our HGH capsules. Cheryl and I will not go to bed unless we take those capsules. They are that important. They're amazing. So, and not just for weight loss, but for everything: energy, recovery, just overall well-being. Just feeling great comes from those HGH capsules. So, I'll have some detox tea in the evening, and I'll take the 6 HGH capsules before I go to bed. So that's that for Sunday night. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do another call on Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern. So on people, on the East Coast here, that's the first meal time. So basically what this program entails is the 72-hour Kickstart part is going from 7 p.m. on Sunday to 7 p.m. on Wednesday. Okay, so then, but you're still fasting after 7 p.m. on Wednesday. And then Thursday morning when you wake up, we're going to be going into a transition phase. So we're calling it an 18-hour transition because it's not just about the Kickstart and fasting and just doing liquids for 72 hours. We want to help you transition from that liquid-only diet of 3 shakes a day to how do I now reintroduce food to my body, because your body's going to be without food for 3 days, or solid food, I should say, for 3 days. So that there needs to be a transition. You just can't jump right into keto. And then, so that's going to be, a little bit, Thursday is going to be a little weird, little transition thing going on. And then on Friday, you'll be full keto. And we'll explain what that is and how that works along the way. So every day we're going to be doing another call, some more information. And the information is going to be not only what to eat, but we're also going to dive into mindset. So we're going to talk a lot about results and how to get that image in your mind of exactly what we're going after here. Why do you want this so bad? We're going to go over thoughts, and both conscious and subconscious thoughts that you're having that have caused you to maybe fail in the past, or those thoughts have got you to the results that you have now. And if you're not happy with those results, then we need to change our actions. But in order to do that, we got to change our thoughts first. And our thoughts ignite our emotions. So we're going to talk a lot about emotions over the next 5 days and how those affect your weight loss and your success. And then obviously we're going to be talking about strategy. What exactly is the strategy, the best strategy to take to lose weight, not only for these 3 days and these 90 days. So the other part of the 90 is 90 days, but to keep it off this time, because so many people have gone on these ASAP diets and these low calorie diets, lost a lot of weight, but gained it all back. That is not going to happen this time. This time it's for reals. But to do it, it's got to be a mind shift that this is going to be a lifestyle, but let's just take things one step at a time. Let's go through things and get this Kickstart, get 10 pounds off, and then we can take it day by day and help you through this so that this does become a lifestyle and a long-term success plan, as opposed to just, something I'm going to jump on and lose 10 pounds and then go back to the way I did things before. That can't happen. This is a Kickstart, but it's kickstarting something more, at the other end of this. This is going to be ongoing. And Cheryl and I both feel that it's the support that matters most, because it's a group of people coming together, all doing it together. We got that keto page. If you have not enrolled for that keto page yet, go on Facebook and go to Keto 90, all one word, Kickstart. And we're going to have a lot of support on that page. Everybody is going through the same struggles that you are. This is going to be something that's not going to be easy, but it can be done. And it's once you get your mind straight. So, Jill, is there any more that you want to add to that, or do you want me to just go right into why this works so well?
Yeah. Okay. So I want to say a couple of tips. So some of the stuff that I noticed and realized when I did it was that it's hard. It was hard for me to eat or to drink the shakes at 11, 1:34, and 6:30 because I was not hungry. So Paul, you're going to have to talk a little bit about how with keto, then you get filled up because of the fat and then you don't feel hungry, but it's super important to still eat those little meals. So that's one thing. The other thing is the importance of water. You have to drink how much water? So Paul will tell you how much water we have to drink because that's super important. And that's something that everybody that was kind of in the test group did not do enough of because we just kind of were like, well, of course you're going to drink water, but you need to know how much, and then you need to really commit to how much water you're going to drink. The other thing is you have to have the ketone strips. So that's what this looks like. These are the ketone strips. And you will never know if you're in ketosis. I mean, after a little while, you'll start to realize what ketosis is and what your body feels like when you're in it. Because for one thing, the pounds that you have on will just start falling off, which is really a very cool, and it's very noticeable, and you really can feel that. But you've got to be in ketosis. And then another thing too, Paul, that I want to, actually, I'm going to wait until you do it, and then I'll say this at the very end, my other little thing that I wanted to tell everybody, just like a really good thing to think about as you're doing this. So go ahead and, take back over about why keto. I mean, I love keto. I've tried a lot of different things. And the reason why I'm back where I'm at is not because keto doesn't work. It's because I made the decision to eat whatever I wanted because I was working so hard on my before picture that I really wanted it to be good. And so it is. And I'm so glad that we have a good before picture, but now we all need to start working on the after picture. All right, Paul, I'll turn it back.
Cheryl goes all out. Whatever she does, she goes all out.
It's all in. Yeah.
She really wanted that awesome before picture. So
yeah.
That is fantastic. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. Okay, so let's answer Cheryl's question. So eating all the meals. So what we've seen, and this is me, I mean, I have a master's degree in nutrition. I worked at Gold's Gym for 5 years before I even got into network marketing 25 years ago, all on weight loss. And then I've really been helping people for 25 years losing weight. And when I mean I'm studying the topic, I study the topic all day long. The people that aren't successful, the people that are successful. So I got a lot of knowledge on helping people and why the successful succeed and why the people who don't succeed. So I will share all that with you, but let me just go into all the things that I've learned from helping literally thousands of people. Number one, lowering your calories too low with those type of ASAP diets and HCG diets, those type of things works for a short period of time, but your body's not stupid. It figures out what's going on. And when it figures out how to survive off of low calories, you stop losing weight. That usually takes your body about 2 or 3 weeks to figure out what's going on. And then it just goes into shutdown mode because you're in a state of starvation. So lowering your calories, although it sounds like a great idea, can't happen. And you need to eat the calories because if your body has enough and is getting things, it will let go. If you don't eat enough and you go into starvation, we cannot help you. You are going to be screwed. Literally, because you can't lose weight anymore. There's no place for us to go. So you can't go low calorie. You got to eat everything no matter what it takes. You're going to be like, Paul, I'm so full from this fat. But the keto shake is, and that's a good thing because the number one reason why people fail on diets is because they're hungry. You get hungry, you're going to eat whatever is around you. So the good news is you will not be hungry on this, but the bad news is there are people that have a tough time getting all the calories in because it's not a low calorie diet. Now you're asking, well, Paul, if my calories aren't really low, how am I going to lose weight? Well, the calories are still low enough to lose weight, but we'd rather lose weight through exercise. I know someone typed here in the messages that, what about exercise? Cheryl and I are big exercise fanatics. Everybody we know that have lost weight, exercised. So does it mean you got to go become a marathon runner? No, you can go walk. Walking is probably the best exercise there is, especially if you're just starting out. I can't recommend enough to go out and buy a Fitbit watch or an Apple Watch. I think the Apple Watch is the greatest thing ever because there's like 3 circles that I have to close every single day. And I'm an absolute psycho when it comes to closing my 3 rings. Like I will do whatever it takes every day to close those 3 rings. And the 3 rings are really simple. I got to stand 12 times. Now you might be like, stand 12 times. That's like not hard at all. Well, it is for me because I'm working all day. Got my nice comfy chair here and so I got to get 12 stands in. I got to get 30 minutes of legitimate exercise in, and I got to burn 500 calories from not just normal activity, but advanced activity like walking, running, those kind of things, So I can't recommend enough. The Apple Watch has changed my life just because of the exercise app alone. I know other people someone says they have a Samsung watch. I got to believe there's something on there, something like that counts steps or calories or something. So something that keeps track. And what you want to do is cause a streak. Okay, so there's this concept of streaking where you have gone X amount of days and, so now I've gone 47 days in a row with closing my circles or getting my steps in or getting my exercise in. There's just no way I'm not going to do that today because I would break my streak. So streaks are very powerful mental motivators to keep the streak going. So I love that concept, and I can't emphasize enough for all of you to come up with something that you love as far as exercise go. Now, if you're more advanced, we can talk about more advanced exercising, where if you join something like Orange Theory is great because it's a whole body workout where you're burning calories, so you're getting cardiovascular benefit along with strength training at the same time. So it's that concept of like circuit training. That's awesome when you can combine high intensity, your heart rate's up all the time, and include some weight-bearing exercise in that at the same time. Obviously, running is fantastic. I don't know anybody that runs that's not thin. So running works. I have a Peloton bike that is the best thing I ever bought. I love my Peloton bike. It's a community of people. There's thousands of people in the class. We're all encouraging each other. It's super high intensity and fun. It's just completely addictive. So I love my Peloton bike. So we're going to go to all kinds of different ideas. I'm just throwing things out there that exercise is absolutely part of it. Water has got to be a must. And I'm actually going to stop for 1 second and get my brand new Christmas gift. Hang on 1 second. So this was my Christmas gift. I don't think even Cheryl has seen this yet. It's my gallon water jug here. I got it. And it tells me, 7 a.m., good morning, hydrate yourself. So I fill one of these up every single day and drink it. And I cannot go to bed until I finish it. So this one is 116 ounces. So, I've always made 100 ounces the magical number. But in something like this, so four 24-ounce bottles will get you to 96 ounces a day. Cheryl, you got a 32-ounce bottle there. 3 of those will get you to 96 also. So you got to be in that 9,600 range right there every single day, especially during these first 3 days. Now, cutting back to half your body weight, so if you the average person weighs let's just say it's 150 or whatever it is, that's 75 ounces of water. That's the bare minimum. You can't go below that, but I'm telling you, the benefits you get when you get that 100 number is just magical. Other people will tell you it's 128. It's a full gallon. Those hardcore people that really, really want it, and they swear by it. That a gallon is the magic number, the 128. You can't go below half of your weight. You can't go below, the 75 ounces, but I found 100 is just a good number. So I really, really encourage you with every cell of my body to help to drink water, to drink 100 ounces a day. That's going to flush things out, help with the detox. And if you do not drink the water, you'll literally break down body fat and then reabsorb it back into your body if you're not flushing out the byproducts of weight loss. So everything you're doing is completely wasting your time if you don't drink all the water. You can see Cheryl shaking up another water bottle here. So there's that. The ketone strips. Okay, so here's the whole thing here. So you're going to Sunday night, go into a fasting state. Intermediate fasting has proven to be unbelievable for weight loss. So in the beginning, you know, it actually, the mindset was completely different years ago where we wanted people to eat every few hours, all around the clock, you know, so that you're always getting, you know, food and fuel and not starving yourself. But we found that, you know, by fasting 12 hours, people were losing a lot of weight. And then 13 was even more and 14 was even more. And what we found is that this 16-hour window or this fast, those last couple hours, you're losing a ton of weight. So all the magic happens in those last few hours. So it's going that full 16 hours of fasting where the results are off the charts. So that is a huge, huge trick that we cannot encourage enough for you to use, is to stick to these exact times of eating. So it's fasting from 7 p.m. until 11 a.m. and then eating at 11, 1:30, 4, and 6:30, and then be done eating by 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. Now, do you got to be exact on those times? No, but try to be as intentional as possible about that. I literally have alarms set on my phone for those specific times. There is a loud, obnoxious sound that comes out of my phone at 11 a.m. It is time to eat, Paul. So I go have my keto shake or one of my keto meals at that time. 1:30 and then 4 and then 6:30. So there's 4 times you eat during the day. And we're going to eat small amounts. So it's right around 300, 400, somewhere between 200 to 400, never more than 400. And we try not to go less than 300. Okay. So that's the rule. Now the average meal when you go out to eat is about 1,000 to 1,200 calories. So you should never, ever go out to eat and eat the whole thing, because that's like enough for the whole day. So that's we're trying to eat small things. And Cheryl and I have come up with a concept called Keto Cubes. So we're going to be sending you a sheet, and this is not going to be effective until Thursday or Friday, actually. But we're going to have these little cubes that we came up with that are going to tell you exactly what to eat at these times once we transition into phase 3, which is the actual keto phase. So there's 4 phases. There's Kickstart phase, transition phase, keto phase, and then maintenance phase. So there's 4 phases that we're going to be introducing to you that we're going to walk you through and have you master. So then what's going to happen is your body has this stuff in it, in your muscle cells called glycogen. So you have about 2,000 calories worth of glycogen in your body right now. So as you start to fast and as you cut out carbohydrates, your body's going to have to go inside and use something for energy. So it's going to use this stored glycogen from your muscle cells and burn that for energy. And again, you got about 2,000 calories worth of that. So that's going to last you, because you're going to have some food. You know, the shake's got calories too. It's got 300 calories a shake. So you're going to have some calories, but you're going to have to dip into your glycogen and use that up too. So over 2 or 3 days, you're going to burn through all of that glycogen. You're going to be at 0 glycogen by Wednesday at 8 p.m., but definitely Thursday morning when you wake up, you know, whether you wake up at 5, 6, 7, whatever time you wake up at, we want you to be in full ketosis. That's the goal. By Thursday morning when you wake up, that's when the ketone strips kick in. So you want to test your ketones at first thing when you wake up Thursday morning. So get those ketone strips. We'll get out to the link. They're right on Amazon. They're $5 to get them, and you can order them because you're going to need those for Thursday. So a week from now, like basically a week from now, you're going to need them in the morning to test your ketones. Now, a lot of people ask about Rev, like Rev doesn't work, you know, does Rev work? People say it doesn't work. So what Rev does, and this is another optional thing to get if you want to, it makes you a darker color. So we want to get you as close to 4.0, that purple, on the ketone strips as we can. That means your body is producing ketones. So once your body runs out of glycogen, well, first of all, you have no carbs. So you're not eating any carbs or very low carbs. You're at that 10 to 15 grams a day of carbs. The next thing your body's going to go to is the glycogen. It's going to burn that off. And then once the glycogen is gone, your body's going to say, okay, now what do I do? Like, where am I going to get my energy from? Because I need carbohydrates. I need something to give me quick energy. So what your body is equipped to do is break down your own body fat, your own fat cells, go into your fat cells and pull out that energy, and it turns it into these things called ketones. Now, ketones float around your bloodstream just like sugar does, and it acts just like sugar. It acts just like carbohydrates, and your body can live off of these things called ketones. So, it's awesome. We get to live off of our own body fat. So that's why we say we're going to turn your body into a fat burning machine, because you're going to be living off of your own body fat. That's what it's going to use for energy. But you got to measure how many of these ketones are in your system. Now, our bodies have probably never made ketones in your whole life, because you've never gone through a period where you had no carbohydrates for an extended period of time and you ran out of glycogen. So if that's never happened, this is going to be an experience that your body's doing for the first time. And it's going to say, no way, man. This is not cool. It's like it's got to go to its backup generator to work. Now, once you get that backup generator working and it's revved up, living on ketones is an amazing feeling. You feel like Superman or Superwoman living off of ketones, because it like burns like coal does. It's nice, even. There's no highs or lows. You never get tired. You never get hungry. I feel like a machine when I'm burning ketones. So but you got to get there. Getting there is going over this transition here and getting there to where you're going from burning carbohydrates to burning ketones. For some people, their bodies are just like, I don't like this transition thing. Once it gets there, it's super happy, but it's getting over the line that can be difficult. So we're going to help you through that. And then once you get over the line, that's when Rev can start helping you. It can help you if you're like, Paul, I just can't get the real purple. I'm in ketosis, but I'm not purple. Rev will get you purple. It'll help your body break down fat faster and turn into ketones. But if you ain't in ketosis, buying Rev is a complete waste of your money, because the only thing Rev is made to do is help you break down stored body fat and turn it into ketones. But you got to be in ketosis first for that to work. So using Rev over the next 3 days will not help you at all. You have to be in ketosis first. And you can check your ketones every morning. Like you can check it, Tuesday morning and Wednesday morning. I doubt you're going to be in ketosis by Tuesday or Wednesday, unless you've done like a Orange Theory massive workout, or did wind sprints, or did something that would really cause your body to burn through all of that glycogen fast. So don't really expect to be in ketosis till Thursday morning. But our goal is to get you there by Thursday morning, to do this kickstart, to get your body there. And so let's see what happens. But we're going to be here every day on these support calls. If you're not in ketosis by Thursday morning, we'll tell you what to do then to fix that. But let's all set the goal to be purple in ketosis by Thursday morning. Cheryl, did I miss anything or anything we want to touch on with that?
No, I think that was really great. Thank you so much, Paul. But another couple things that I remembered. Okay, so here's the deal. I thought the very first time that I tried to get into ketosis, I thought, oh my gosh, I started thinking like all these crazy things. Like, I can't believe that I have to do this for the rest of my life. And oh my gosh, I think I might die in about 1 minute. And how come I have to drink those shakes? Because all I'm doing is drinking something and I don't get to crunch on anything. And I like to crunch things. So point of all of that is I just want to remind you guys. So yes, getting into ketosis, and what we're really going to do is slam our bodies into ketosis. And I know that kind of sounds like, oh my gosh, but I want you guys to know that. And here's the great thing about it is usually it takes a while, like 1 to 3 weeks to get into ketosis. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to do it in 3 days. And let me tell you, the difference you guys will see will be unbelievable. Now be aware that you might go through a little bit of, like Paul was talking about, it just depends on how hard your body's fighting against you to get you into ketosis the first time. So just know you might have a little bit of a headache. You might have a little bit of this. You might have a little bit of upset stomach. So just know that and get through these 3 days, because on the other side of that, you're going to feel, just like Paul said, way more energy. The brain fog will lift. Make sure you're taking your Renew IQ with that too. And I don't even know, because that's super important too, to help with your brain. But the other thing too is just know that once you do this, like for 1 month, so what I've done for myself is I say, okay, I'm doing this hard out, like all out for 1 month, right? So that means no, nothing, because after 1 month, then your body's more used to it. Like I've talked to Tracy Wagstaff, Paul, these people who have done it for a long time. And after 1 month, you can kind of like, you'll know your body well enough that you can add in a few blueberries, or you can add in a blackberry or two, or a third of an apple, or because I like fruit. So you can add these things in, but do not do it for the first month. Then let us help you like going to the next phase or the next part of it. The thing I think that it's going to help people the most, Paul, are the keto cubes. I know you might have mentioned those a little bit, but really the keto cubes are key in you being able to choose the small little meals that you're going to have. And I know when you first look at that, you might say, oh my gosh, that is never going to be enough food for me. I promise you, it will be too much. Like whatever. And so you're going to have to force yourself to eat it, even though you're like, no. I mean, every single person I've talked to, it's like, I don't know how to eat that. I cannot eat it. I can't do it. Now, whenever I feel like that, then I have a shake, because then I can sip it over like a half an hour. I don't have to eat the whole thing, but you do have to eat something so that your body won't like go into like freeze mode, and then you'll hold on to everything. I think all that's important. And then the last thing is, and Paul and I were just talking about this a couple days ago, and I talked to a few people about it last night, but I really think it's important to promise yourself never to have more than 2 bad days in a row, more than 1 bad day really, but never 2 bad days in a row. So if you do have a bad day, okay, you have a bad day, get over it, and you're right back on track the next day. Please do that, because if not, and you do things like I do it, then you're all in. And then after you're like, oh, dang it, I had one bad day. Well, maybe 2 weeks later, I decide maybe I should try and get back on that train and do it again. So don't do that. Just promise yourself you won't have more than 1 bad day. And if you do, then text us, let us know. We can help you. We can walk you through it. If you're about ready to eat something you're not supposed to eat, text somebody first. Oh my gosh, I'm about ready to eat this. Don't do that. Another thing too, Paul, that I don't think we mentioned. So in my shakes that I have every day, I put a cap full of minerals every time. And that has really seemed to help immensely on that. So I think that that's all. Just know also that your body might go into ketosis pretty quick. Like my body goes into ketosis pretty quick, but I can literally go out of ketosis just as fast. So, and so I think we have to remember that. And until you kind of get into this and we get going and you start kind of figuring out your body and how your body's going to react to that, then you may not know, but just be aware that if you do get in quickly, that's awesome. But know that, I mean, literally, if I eat anything at all that's not a keto cube or this shake, I go right out of it.
Me too.
So super important to remember that.
Yep. Any questions, anybody?
I've got a question, Paul. Are there any products that we should not take that would slow down the process? Something that might have a lot of carbs or whatever, right? Should we just look? What do we look for in the label? I guess is what I'm saying, because I do a lot of longevity products. One thing can mess you up, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Cheryl used to have these like mega drinks that she would have, with like.
I do know that especially for the first month, you're not supposed to have rebound. You're not supposed to have pollen burst. Really, you just have to be really strict and have and what's best for me and what's worked best for me, Victoria, and that, by the way, that's a fantastic question, is the liquid tangy tangerine, the liquid beyond OsteoFX, and the minerals.
Plain minerals.
That is it for the first while.
Yeah. Now the 2.0 has carbohydrate. So to answer your question, Victoria, it has carbohydrate grams listed on the label. and I forgot how many carb grams it says, 6 or 8, something like that. But there's only 4 impact carbs in that because of the type of sweetener we use in there. We have to count it as a carbohydrate, but it really isn't a carbohydrate. There's no impact to it. So that counts as 4 grams. Now you only can have 15 for the day, so can you drink 2.0? Absolutely. 1.0 BTT is just too high, and we didn't use that special sweetener technology back then. So that doesn't have it in it. So we recommend not doing BTT 1.0 powder. So 2.0 powder is okay. The Osteo, either the liquid or the powder, both have 0 carbs, so they're both okay. And the EFAs, you got to do your EFAs every single day. And either the Omega or the EFA Plus, those both are 0, there's just fat. So you can have, that's not a problem at all. So those are mandatory. These other products, and I know someone mentioned, the if you don't have the other add-on products, the Rev, you can get that whenever. The HGH, get that whenever. The tea, I would get extra detox tea. Like what Cheryl said, those samples are in the mail for you to try. So the microbiome, the collagen 0, 0 carbs in that. So you can have the collagen, the microbiome. To me is, I'm not going to say it's the best product we have because of course the 90s, the foundation, everything, but it's unbelievable. We have the greatest gut product in the whole world now. I mean, if you're not taking microbiome, you're wrong. It is that good of a product. The collagen to help with category 1 hard tissue is unbelievable. Everyone should be on the collagen. So that is a must. The Banana Fit Shake, I gotta look at the carbs in that again, but you gotta come up with, then you add your own cream to it like that. Should work about the numbers, but there's magic behind the keto shake that we developed because the numbers are perfect in it already. So it's all set to go, but you can manipulate the Fit Shake to match those numbers if you put in the right amount of fat. But I don't even know if 2 tablespoons of cream will get you. It won't get you the 20 grams of fat that you need. So we're literally doing 25 grams of fat at a meal. So there's a little bit of a trick to get there. You can't just do it with heavy cream. So that's why we're so big on the keto shake, because it gets you to that 20 grams of fat fast in one. So
this all be recorded? I know you're recording. Can we get those in case we are at a meeting or something and have to re-listen afterwards?
Yeah. So as soon as this is done, I get the hard copy. I put it into YouTube. So then I'll send out the link. So it's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be inside the keto group, the video to watch there. So you got two chances at watching this, either YouTube or in the keto group. And that's the Keto 90 Kickstart. So there's also Keto 90 Lifestyle, which is something we'll eventually get everyone into. But this is a special group of people that's doing a Kickstart together, and we'll be together forever in this group. But this is just something special Cheryl and I are doing to really work with a group of people, get you results, because we want to get you a story. So we're going to do all of this. We're going to have amazing stories next Thursday from all of you that have lost 10, 12, 15 pounds by next Thursday. And we're going to be able to share those stories on here. It's going to be super exciting next Thursday at 2 p.m. Then Friday, we're going to be in ketosis. And then Saturday, we're doing a huge, huge event in Virginia, where not only are all the people going to come up that had the massive success and tell their story, but we're going to reopen the program on that day to prospects that have heard all these success stories. They're going to want to come in and do this. We're going to reopen it on the 11th. And then everything we're doing here is going to be redone. So then we start a new group of people on the Kickstart on that Monday, whatever date that is, 11, 12, that'd be the 13th, right, Cheryl?
Yes.
So then there's a new Kickstart happening Sunday night, the 12th, at 7 p.m. And then we'll walk people through the whole program again during that week. So that'll be, the second wave of people, second group of people. But you're the first group of people. So no pressure, but we're banking on all of you to kick butt on this thing and lose a lot of weight so you can tell everybody else in the world that this is the best thing since sliced bread. Not that you're ever going to eat sliced bread again, but it's just a saying.
I have a question. This is Talita.
Yeah.
Yes, I heard Cheryl mention something about the keto cubes. What exactly is that?
So it's something that Cheryl thought of. And so it's a piece of paper with little squares on it. We're going to call it a cube. So in the cube, it's going to say 2 eggs and 2 pieces of bacon. So that's a keto cube. So if you eat that, then you ate exactly the right amount of food, the right amount of calories, the right amount of fat, the right amount of protein, the right amount of carbs, because it's in the cube. So
like a food diary?
Huh?
Like a food diary?
It's a piece of paper of meals you can pick.
Okay.
So if it's in a cube, you can eat it. If it's not in a cube, you can't eat it.
The problem is, for most people that I talk to, is including myself, there is no way I am going to try to figure out and read everything and get on there. Oh, how many grams of fat should I have? Oh, how much protein? Oh, goodness, how many carbs? No, I'm not going to do that. So I said, Paul, we need something super simple. And then we decided to call them keto cubes. And so what we're going to do on Thursday, we're going to give you guys a sheet of paper. It'll have the little cube on there. And then you get to pick any cube you want to eat at 11, 1:30, and then 4 and 6:30. So it'll be super simple. You don't even have to think about it, because I think most people fail after they've done the shake and after they're trying to figure out what can I have. And unless you're like my husband, who can eat the same thing at every meal for 6 months straight, then you have got to know what to eat and like the right numbers, which I could never figure out. I seriously could never figure this out. So I told Paul and talked to him about like the stuff I like and the stuff that I want to eat. And then he fitted into the cubes for us. So really, I mean, it's so awesome. It is so awesome. And it's going to be so simple for you guys to be successful. And I'm going to let me get the address up there right now for the event in Virginia. I just have to look for it because I don't have it memorized. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to get that right in there. Yeah, we're really excited about Rocio's going to come out and speak, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Here, will that event be live? Where do we pick that up at?
Yeah, what we're going to do is we are working right now to go ahead and have that. It'll be in webinar form on a Zoom link. So you guys will be able to go into the Zoom link and watch the whole event and really try to have watch parties or, get some people together at your houses. That's really what we're trying to do it for. I know we've got Hanny in New York, and she wasn't able to come, so she's the one that's like, please, can we have this so I can have a watch party at my house? So we will be doing that. That's 9 to 3 on the 11th. And then, hold on 1 sec. I'm going to find the address here for people who want to actually, or who can come.
We'll get out that cube, that picture again of the event so that everyone has all the details to the event. We'll actually put it right in the keto group.
That would be so good. Okay, here it is. I'm going to put it into the chat down here. 6. Okay. There we go. There you go.
Okay, awesome.
And in the morning, you guys, go ahead.
I have a question.
Yep.
Sure.
So mixing the shakes, is it okay to mix it with like almond milk or cashew milk?
Yeah, I don't think there's any carbs in that.
I use the almond coconut, and I just use like a little bit of the almond coconut milk, and then I use the rest water. but I like a little bit of that in there. It makes it a little bit thicker and super, super yummy.
Yep. Okay, good. Now, what about someone's mentioned keto caramel shake. I don't know what that is, but please tell me because I want some of it. No, we won't, you can't use the keto bars yet. You can use them on Friday.
That person was talking about the keto caramel shake, Paul. That is a shake that we did have, but it doesn't look like it's in the back office anymore. But we did have them in the gusset bag.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do remember that now. Okay. So long ago that, yeah, that wasn't really keto. That was like, we shouldn't have put that word keto on that shake because it's not keto at all.
Now, Paul, the recording, the streaming from your Saturday event, will that be on this Zoom, the same one that we're on? Or a different
So
Zoom?
no, this format here is called a meeting format. So we're going to actually do the meeting on Saturday in webinar format. So it's got to be a different link than this. We're probably going to use Kickstart90event.com. That's the place where people are registering right now. So we're going to switch that in GoDaddy over to a Zoom link so people don't get confused. So we're probably going to use Kickstart90event.com, which is where the live stream will be.
Thank you.
But for right now, that's where you register for the event.
So I just said, I think it's Talitha. You said that you have the original keto shake. The problem with that, it just doesn't have any fat in it. So if she does have that, Paul, is there a way that she can use that or add enough fat, or does she just need to go ahead and get the chocolate or the strawberry? And if the chocolate is the new one, we had strawberry first, but it's just called the keto chocolate and strawberry. And hold on, I'm going to get a picture of it so I can show you guys.
Yeah, I mean, we tried all kinds of things. Like you can add butter to it, but it's tough to add butter to the shake. You got to get some kind of substance. Doc is dead against oils, so you can't use any oil. You can't use enough heavy cream to do it, because that would just be like a whole container of heavy cream to get you up to the 25 grams of fat that you need. So it's very difficult to do it. Yeah, that is perfect. Those shakes.
Here's the strawberry one. And then here is the chocolate. And I like to have both. What I did is I got both of them because I do half and half. So I do half chocolate, half strawberry, and it tastes really good.
Well, I'm glad you're holding on to me there, Cheryl. I didn't even think about doing that.
Oh my gosh, no, it is so good.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. Now you can't. Now people will be like, "Oh, can I mix the fit shake with the keto shake?" Not yet.
No.
Because the problem is the fit shake has no fat in it. So you're taking out fat and you're putting in more protein, and protein can make your insulin levels go up too. Someone asked here about avocado. Avocado is great, but not during this Kickstart thing, because there's actually still not a lot of carbs in avocado, but too many to get you into ketosis fast. And I love what Cheryl said about we're slamming you into ketosis here, because it does take the average person 2 weeks to do what we're going to do in 2 days. So that's the way Cheryl and I kind of work. We do 2 weeks worth of stuff in 2 days. But that's the goal here. It's, so we're super aggressive right now. So we're being, you got to watch every gram you put in your mouth.
But I really think you're going to see, like, what we're seeing and what we're hearing from the group that gave this a try is quite amazing. So believe me, I know it might be a little bit hard at times. And I mean, I kept saying, why can't I chew on something? I'm so tired of just drinking stuff. But then when I lost almost 12 pounds in 3 days, then I was like, oh, well,
this is fantastic.
Matter why, right? It does not matter why I can't eat a nut or have some celery or whatever, because I was so excited about that and like how well it works. But remember, like I said, I lose weight fast, but I gain it just as fast. So your body will be different in some way. All of us are different, but you just have to kind of figure out, how your body works and really pay pay close attention to what your body's telling you, right? And you will see that this diet, of any diet I've ever tried, and I've tried a number because I gained 100 pounds with my kids when I had my twins. I've tried a number of different ones. This by far, and to me, it's not even really a diet. I think we have to kind of change our mindset on that and just really think about it as a lifestyle change that makes you feel incredible.
Yeah, it really is. And what really makes this whole thing work is longevity products. I mean, we just, that lady popped up a picture of our first keto shake. That's the best we could do back then for keto shake. It took a tremendous amount of trial and error to get this shake to where it is. This keto shake is the #1 shake in the whole industry. There's no shake in the world like this.
True.
The technology behind it is mind-blowing. So we could never do this program until now because we didn't have this shake. We didn't have the low carb 90 like we do now. We didn't have all these different pieces that we have now to do this for the first time. And we're the only company out there that has all of this. So we are in such an advantage. Not only are we going to be achieving optimal health here among all of us, but we can go out and help the whole world do the same thing once we do it to ourselves. But you have to lead by example. Cheryl's doing this. I'm doing this. We're living this. We're looking at all of you in this first group to be the leaders, to set the example and to share the stories and change the whole world with this program. Because we are 1,000% positive this program can change everything for everybody. So it's treating this super seriously and sticking to it like glue so that you can produce the results and help other people do the same. And Cheryl's going to throw a huge pool party at her house so we can all show off our new bodies next summer. So
yes,
that's just a few months away. So I got to get in pool shape, for that party at Cheryl's house.
That sounds super fun, and I want all of you guys to come.
I have a question. Are you going to continue doing the 90 throughout the year, or just a couple times, or for those of us that have a lot of weight to lose?
So yeah, so this group will be forever. So then we switch to Monday. I think we're gonna do Monday nights as support groups ongoing, but we want to continue to start. I mean, we hope this is so big that we have to start a new Kickstart group every Sunday night, for the whole year. So another Kickstart group. So everyone goes through their 72 hours because you're just enrolling so many people into this program. Maybe it's every 2 weeks. We don't even know what it is because we don't know how popular this is going to be. We had almost 200 people enrolled for this first group. So it's critically important that we get these 200 people massive success and getting those 200 people spreading the word, all of you spreading the word, so that it goes from 200 to 2,000 in the second group, and then 4,000. And, we want to have 10,000 people doing this. It's just going to be massive.
I think that's important, Paul, and only because, you guys are in the first group, so no one else can come into this group, right?
No.
So if you start losing weight and you're like, oh my gosh, in the first 3 or 4 days, you're like, wow, this is fantastic, whatever, then that person, the person that you're going to talk to, would sign up in the next one, right? And then, so how are they going to do that, Paul? Like, I know we'll start another one. Well, that's kind of a secret, but.
Yeah, no, it's not a secret. We're going to open it up again on January 11th.
Okay, so January 11th will be the next time they can start.
But that's going to be called Group 2.
So Group 2 would start on January 11th, which really is
They can enroll on January 11th, but it technically doesn't start until the next night at 7.
Right. So we don't want people to come in the middle, because I think that they will be confused and they won't, we want to make sure that everyone starts out the right way so that they have every opportunity to be successful.
Yeah. So we may end up with 52 groups this year. One starting every Sunday night at 7 p.m.
That would be the most fantastic thing ever. Wouldn't that be so much fun?
So could I ask a question? This is Dr.
Yes.
Lisa.
Yes.
So if I have a couple people there on January 11th that want to start, are you going to have shakes there for them to buy, or are they going to, what's the lag time going to be so they can get their products if they make the decision?
There's a couple of different things. We're actually just talking about this morning. So I have secured free shipping for anybody that comes to the meeting. They can order the product right then. It'll be shipped to them on Monday. And so they would have it in time for when they need to start. Is that true?
Well, the original plan was to start another group that Monday on Sunday night on the 12th, but they actually, the people at that meeting won't have their shake yet. We'll have some shakes available there, but it's just, we have no idea how many we're going to need. So people can automatically order it. But they need the 92, that's the whole key. So, but whatever that next date is, if they don't have their shake, we can start. So let me just pull up a calendar here. What is that next
week?
Yeah. So it wouldn't be the 12th. It would be the 19th. They would start their fast. And then they can be in that group. It's probably the best way to do it, right, Cheryl?
Perfect.
Yeah, that's better, because if we're not going to have the product already there, I mean, like Paul said, we'll have some, because I have some that I can bring. So it'll really be whoever can sign up and order it first. But then I think that's right. I think we should start on the 19th.
Okay.
So that everybody.
So we're going to open the enrollment up on the 11th, but we're actually not going to start till the 19th.
Correct.
Okay.
And anybody coming to the event and order and signs up and orders, then they'll get free shipping.
Yeah. But, don't tell anybody this, but we're going to open it up to other people too. Like, even if they're not at the event, you'll be able to go on the 11th and enroll. So if all of you have people in California or wherever that want to start and enroll on the 11th, it's going to be open enrollment happens. We're going to give it first dibs to people who come to the event, but later that day, we're going to open up to the rest of the world. But then we're going to have to close it because they won't be able to get their shake in time or their products in time to start on the 19th if they wait too long. So it's only going to be like open for enrollment for like a day or two. And then we got to close it again because no one will be able to get their products and have them by the 19th. Yeah, Jill, you can do that. They can order their products whenever. They just can't get into this group. That's all. Because there's no way they're going to have their products by Sunday. Okay, great. Well, we've gone over here, I know. And if anybody has any questions, you can post them in the group, text us, whatever. We're totally here to help you. Thanks, Dr. Lisa. And by the way, that's an awesome profile picture there. We got to get awesome profile picture, Cheryl. I mean, between Dr. Lisa and Victoria, I mean, it's just
Peggy, everyone looks so good. Look at Judy.
Yeah, Helen's always got Mrs. Picture.
Yeah, I like these pictures. I don't know how to make them look so doggone good.
Yeah, we need some professional help is what we need, Cheryl.
Keto program.
All right, awesome. Thanks everybody for coming. Got any questions, let us know, but we'll see you. So we're going to do a next one Monday morning at 11. You're going to be all angry at us because you haven't eaten anything in 16 hours. But we're going to help you break the fast and drink a shake together. So bring your shake to the meeting.
Yeah.
Monday morning so we can drink a shake together.
That is going to be awesome, you guys. I want everybody to have that shake, the shaker bottle with your shake in it, ready to everyone take a drink together at 11 a.m. on Monday. That'll be so much fun.
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
All right.
The Tuesday's at a special time, 9:15 a.m. So bring your black coffee with you to that meeting because we're going to be broadcasting live from New York City. Well, we're going to have the broadcast on here so you can see the bell being rung. But we'll also teach a class, answer questions, and all that too. So every day is going to be some food teaching, some question answering, and then some mindset stuff. So Okay, everybody, thanks for coming. We'll get this recording out to you ASAP so you can send it out to your people. And Sunday night, 7 p.m. No more food. Okay, bye for now.
Bye, you guys. Have a good day.